Thanksgiving pies.
I've got 2 pies in the oven, and now it's time to make one of my favorite Thanksgiving treats, pumpkin pie. So first we need the ingredients. We need eggs, evaporated milk, salt, sugar, pumpkin pie spice, pumpkin puree, and crust. But to make sure that we have all the ingredients exactly measured out, we'll need our measuring cups and spoons. So here's our measuring cups. We have the biggest one, which is 1 cup, half a cup, 1/3 cup, and 1/4 cup. And all of these are smaller sizes of the 1 cup. So for this, we need 1 1/4. And here's our measuring spoons. First, we have the big one, which is 1 tablespoon. Then we have the smaller spoons, 1 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon, and 1/4 teaspoon. And for this, we need 1 teaspoon and 1/2 teaspoon. Now that we've got our cups and spoons, we can begin making our pumpkin pie. So the first thing we'll want to start with is our eggs. We'll need 2 eggs. Here's our second egg. And we're gonna crack it on the side really gently, and then we'll use both hands to crack it right open. Let me just wipe my hands real quick. We don't wanna have raw egg on our fingers. Now we'll take the whisk. So we're gonna whisk, whisk, whisk. So you're gonna use your wrist a little bit, and you're gonna mix it all together. Nice and great. Tap it on the side. That way we don't have any of the eggs spilling. And set it over here. Now we need our dry ingredients. Our dry ingredients are salt, pumpkin pie spice, and our sugar. We'll start with the salt, and we need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we're gonna kind of shake it a little bit so that it's nice and even, and plop, dump that in. Then we need our pumpkin pie spice. For this one, it's a little trickier. We need 1 teaspoon, but we actually have to use our finger to level it at the top. So we're gonna swipe right there and pour. And we also need 1/2 teaspoon. So we're gonna scoop, shake a little bit, swipe, and dump in there. Now we need some sugar. Who doesn't love some sugar? So for this, we'll need 3/4 of a cup. Or in my case, I'm gonna use my 1/4 cup 3 times. We're gonna scoop the sugar and kind of shake it so that it falls back in. We'll do 1. Need to do a second scoop. I'll kind of zhuzh that at the top. Plop. And 1/3. There we go. And something that I like to do is keep my kitchen nice and clean while I'm baking or cooking. So we'll set that back since we're done with it. But now we're gonna go ahead and mix the eggs and the dry ingredients together. And for mixing, you'll see that sometimes some of the ingredients will get stuck on the side. So you'll just scrape along the sides. And you want everything to get mixed nice and even, nice and smooth. Mixing, 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 make some pumpkin pie, yeah. I love making pumpkin pie. Look at that golden brown color. Oh, that looks so great. This is gonna turn out amazing. Set the whisk to the side. Now we need to add our evaporated milk, which I have in this really pretty pitcher. So we're gonna have 1 cup plus 1/4 cup. So that's gonna be the really big measuring cup, and then also one of the smallest measuring cups. So we'll pour this in over the bowl. That way if I spill a little tiny bit, it's okay, because it'll go into the bowl. And we'll pour 1 cup. And now we need our 1/4 cup. And I like to pour it over the bowl just so that everything stays nice and clean. Pour. There we go. And now we get to add the pumpkin puree. And this one I'll need a spoon, So we're gonna scoop out the pumpkin puree, and we wanna do it really close to all the other ingredients so that it doesn't splash. Look at how orange it is. Huh, it smells like a pumpkin. Fancy that. I'm gonna scoop all of it out. There's tons of pumpkin puree in one of these cans. Now we get to mix all the ingredients together. So we're gonna take our trusty whisk and we're gonna mix it. And I usually start kind of slow because you'll see that when the pumpkin puree is in the middle, it's kind of big and clunky. So if you start it slow and get it into all the rest of the liquid, it just makes it a little bit easier and cleaner when you're mixing. But then something magical happens and it starts getting more mixed and you can go faster. And so I'll whisk, 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 whisk it all together. Ooh, and look at those bubbles on the side. Baking is so cool because you take all these ingredients that all look different and then you mix them all together to make something even more amazing. I love baking. Okay, I think that looks good. Nice and orange. I'll tap my whisk so that all those little droplets go right into the pumpkin pie mix. Set my whisk down right over there. Now we need to grab our pie crust. And this part's really fun. I had this actually in the freezer because you want the pie crust to be frozen. This part you want to be super duper careful because you're going to pour it in from the bowl all into the crust. And it's really, really gooey. And so you'll want to be careful to pour it in. It's filling up all the crust. Good golly, this looks like something you'd buy in the store. I think this is gonna be my best pumpkin pie yet. So now we need to put it in the oven, which we have preheated to 425 degrees. But ovens are pretty dangerous. They're really hot, they can burn your fingers, they can burn your arms. So you wanna make sure that if you're ever gonna put anything into the oven, always make sure to have a grown-up's help. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the oven. And since again, this is super ooey gooey, you wanna be extra, extra careful. I wouldn't put this into the oven without a grown-up's help at all, because otherwise it can spill. So we're gonna be extra, extra careful. And then we're gonna put this right on into the oven. We'll set it on the top. Look, you can see my other pies on the bottom. So we'll let that happy little pumpkin pie bake for 15 minutes at 425 degrees. But then we need to reduce the heat, meaning we need to change the temperature from 425 degrees down to 350 degrees. And we'll leave it in there at the 350 degrees for 45 minutes. After that, we get to try all three of the pies. All three pies are done. Now I need to add a dollop of whipped cream to the pumpkin pie. Oh my goodness gracious, this is gonna be so good. I'm curious as to which pie is gonna taste the best. I guess that means I'm gonna have to try all three. So we've got our pecan pie, pumpkin pie, and apple pie. Which one do you think is gonna taste best? Let's start with our pecan pie. All right. I taste a crunchiness to it. I think I taste some pecans. Definitely some pecans. And a creamy, sweet mushiness to it. Okay. That one was really good. I personally love some whipped cream on a pumpkin pie. Oh, now that's good. And since we made that one together, it's got some pumpkin spice, it's got some whipped cream on top, and it's got some really good pumpkin. I really liked that one. Okay, now we've got some apple pie. This one looks really good. This one's crumbly. Ooh, and appley. Who doesn't love a good apple? I'm definitely tasting some apple and some crumblies. That one was really good. Oh, it's really hard to decide. They're all so good and so different. Maybe if I knew which one your favorite was, that might help me decide. Although, the more I think about it, I do think my favorite is the pumpkin pie, because I love pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving, and it was really fun making it. I love baking, and I love Thanksgiving. Definitely my favorite.